Hi, Aries. Alright, happy January. I decided to not say Happy New Year because I found out, although I know about the Gregorian calendar, but this calendar was forced on people and I don't like that. So, happy now. Okay, let's see what you got. Okay. I want one extra card for this. Hold on. Okay. So, Uranus is in your second house, right? In the house of Taurus. That means that sometimes you can have big, huge, wonderful, miraculous things happen with money. Sometimes money will be challenging, right? I see, but what have I said before? Well, you can't worry, even though this world is like this, we can't worry about money, right? Okay, this is interesting. For some of you, this is really weird, Aries. For some of you, in a past life, you were like imprisoned. Interesting. I guess I need to show you this card. But you see here, this key in the door. So, wherever it is that you feel stuck right now, this is mostly in your mind. If you feel stuck about anything, well, I want you to know that you have a way out. That you're not stuck. You're not stuck. You're not stuck. There's a key right there. You're not stuck. Why you got your head? Don't hang your head so low. But maybe you got to think about when, because this could also be not you, right? This could be your boss. This could be your husband. This could be your wife, right? Maybe they feel stuck in some kind of way where they're like, I don't know how to get out of it. But the thing is they do. They do. It's interesting that I'm going to this one card. Hold on. Yeah, this is really interesting. Now, Aries is ruled by Mars. Mars is the soldier. I sense that, I don't know if this is for all Aries, but I'm picking it up right now, that because you are the soldier, in a way, a lot of you were a soldier before in another life. That's where you get a lot of your gusto. But this time, you're not a soldier. Maybe some of you are. I don't know. But I sense most of you are not. Right? You want to live the squishy life this time. You want to have all the things, right? Soldiers are only allowed to carry a backpack and boots and, you know, and a knife or whatever, and they're ready to go. So maybe there's something about that mentality too, where you feel like you either got to push through something or you got to, you know, like I was thinking about it the other day. This is interesting. What a weird reading, but thank you. We all have Aries in our chart. So, like the other day, I was thinking about how certain people eat really fast, right? Well, why do they eat really fast? It's not because usually they're that hungry, you know. It's just what they do. And then I was thinking, well, like, maybe some people who eat really fast, and my grandpa was an Aries too, and he'd actually eat like, you know, but maybe in another life he was restricted freedoms, like food, you know, all the lovely things. And so this time he was just like, still had that programmed in his brain that he had to do that. He had to behave like that, right? So maybe you just want to check in on that. There's something about, that's interesting. It's very interesting. Now, you know, eating really fast, brushing your teeth really fast. What is it that, I guess the question is what is it that you do in this life that's really fast? And I guess if you learn how to slow that down, right? I feel like this card is like, and this is what you want too. I see for those of you who drink, it'll make you bummed out during this time too. I wouldn't do that. You know, you might think like, oh, going out to the bar would be really fun or whatever, or like having a couple cocktails. It's, again, it's a couple days before Christmas right now, so in the new year. But I see that it won't. It'll kind of, it's not really, it's not fun for some reason, okay? Maybe you also want someone else to quit drinking. And you also want to figure out what it is that you feel, well, for some of you, you're figuring out how to fill your own cup, creatively speaking, which is good, which is very good. What you need to know is that you are beautiful and creative. You have so many things in this life, right? Like beautiful things, but specifically I see in your home, right? There's colorful things and pretty clothes, and even if you're a man, it's like you got nice threads, you know, the sun shining. You need to just keep telling you need to know how beautiful you are, right? How abundant you are, how independent you are. All these things you need to remind yourself, okay? Because this could, I want to see something. Actually, let's pick a different deck. Hold on. What's he looking at? Okay. Okay. because Uranus is in that second house, maybe you need to figure out how to take, well, you need to maybe have less of something to be able to have more, okay? I see whatever it is that's going on right now, particularly in your mind, will turn itself around, okay? The things in your mind that are a little bit challenging, where you're like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I can get out of this, or I don't know if I can figure this out. Like, I don't know if I can figure it out. You know, maybe it's something as simple as like, I just keep getting all these like little blips of messages that are like worst case scenario, and it's making my heart tight. And so you gotta let that, okay, you have to let that go. What does worry do? Well, it makes everything worse, right? It's probably why they're both with the letter W. It makes things complicated. It makes, you know, it makes you forget how much you really have, how beautiful you really are, how beautiful life is, how abundant you are. Again, like how much you really have in this life, how far you've come, how creative you are, you know. Because maybe some of you are going from the 9 of Pentacles into the 10, right? You're like, maybe you're moving up a step, and that feels like, oh God, I don't know how to go from, you know, maybe some of you were single for a really long time, or, you know, maybe some of you are starting to have, you're going to start a family or something, and so you go from, again, the 9 to the 10. The 9 is, you have to be in the 9 for a really long time, and then you get to go to the 10, which has other people, and dogs, and houses, and cars, and, you know, it's got all the things. But that step from the 9 to the 10 is huge. So, right, and here's this extra one that came out on the 9, I was wondering. So, the thing is like, don't worry about what it's all going to be. Just be. Try to just be. Be now, right? Be creative in the now. Don't drink. Don't waste your money on frivolous things. If any of you are concerned about money for some reason, well, what can you sell that you have? Whether that would be a physical object that you already have, or what skills do you have, particularly creatively, right? You know, being an accountant can be creative, whatever this is. What skills do you have, creatively speaking, that God gave you? What do we talk about? God-given gift that you can use to acquire more physical, like financial things in this world, or stable, you know, things that make you stable in the physical world. How can you sell that? Because everybody wants something, and not everybody knows how to do everything. That's why people buy art, right? Because they can't do it. But we live in a time where not everyone can afford art necessarily, right? But yeah, look, there's the Fool, there's the King of Fire, there's the Ace of Tides, there is your card. This is the Emperor card. Ace of Tides, Ace of Cups, that's you loving you. There's the King of Fire, that's you as most adult self. I like this Spanish outfit here. He's interesting, but look how he can wield that fire, right? It just comes out of his hand. It comes out, this is his action hand, right? So maybe there's certain actions that you need to take, or at very least know that Because that worry I was talking about before, that's like that Black Flag song, War in My Head, right? It's just like chitter chatter about what the next step is. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. Right now is about preparation and you caring for your inner child, right? You getting enough? Are you drinking enough water? Are you? And for those of you who live on city water, well, you should. Here, let's do this real quick. Those of you who live on city water, you should put your water in a glass container. Don't put it in plastic. And you can pray into it, you know? Some words that are really beautiful are truth and wisdom, hope, you know, love. It'll actually change polluted water into a more geometrical space, okay? And then the studying that I've done, and like say people in India that do this, I think they do theirs in a copper container, but obviously do your own research. But they leave it for 24 hours. Like they put it in there, you leave the cover off of it, right? So that it can breathe. And then you go back and you drink it. You know, you can also just say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And it'll change that molecular structure, you know. So that's really important. And what you're also doing while you say that is changing the molecular structure of the waters inside of you, okay? And if you feel extremely stuck for some reason, for some of you that are, you know, the flow of things seems, I don't know, whatever they feel like, even if it's for just that moment in time, well, remember, like, maybe you gotta remind yourself, like, I'm not a soldier. I'm not imprisoned. I'm not, you know, I'm not held captive right now. You know, this isn't, we actually only have, like, mostly psychological, you know, intense things happen now. It's not like where bears attack us. Bears aren't even aggressive unless they're whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Like, just, it's a different time. So just be stoked on that. Okay? And know that whatever that other life was too, like, you're not that this time. Okay? But you have that dedication this time because you're an Aries. All right. I love you so much. Please take care. Happy now. Love you.